everyone, myself Dipali. I live in Rajasthan, India. I'm currently pursuing my graduation in biotechnology. I'm a happy soul who loves to read books and a good orator who finds peace with nature and animals. I strongly believe that one should respect talent, not age. Well, today I'm here on the behalf of the Teen Pop magazine. The Teen Pop magazine, which is the first online magazine for high schoolers that gives young, aspiring journalists the opportunity to share their voice, build their writing portfolios, and receive peer feedback and mentorship in the editorial industry. If you'd like to write for them, just check out their website www.theteenpop.com. Today I'm in conversation with the professional dancer Vinayak Ghoshal. He is a Mumbai
Hi
based
guys.
dancer and co founder of Natya Social, a thriving and fulfilling dance school. He is a blooming dancer and a choreographer and a part of Team Nach as well, and has built an outstanding career and a fan base through his dance and choreography. Hi Vinayak, how are you doing?
Hi. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you? How is everything?
Yeah, I'm great. All right.
Great.
So, when did you started dancing and what did it mean to you then?
So I started. So as a child, like you, since I was very like I like to perform. I was in school. I was in college. I was always dancing. And professionally, I decided to choose it as a career at the age of 21. While I was working, and then I realized, no, this is not happening. And then I realized, and I look back, like then I realized, in my entire school life I was dancing. In my entire college life I was dancing. I taught so many events. I did Sangeet, I did choreographies, I did school choreographies, and I was like, why not try to make a career out of it? And that is the time when I realized, ki, chalo, let's dance now. And that is the time when I professionally started training for the first time of my life. I've never been to any dance class before that. I didn't know how does a dance class work. I was always choreographing. I was always dancing in school and colleges. So there was no like formal training never happened. But then when I realized that I want to make a career out of it, I thought that the training is really important.
Yeah.
Uh, that will shape me what I want to be. Like I want to make a career out of, like, how do you study to make a career out of something? It's the same thing. So I realize it's very important to first learn before I teach something, before
Yeah.
I like
Challenge.
get
It's
into.
a challenge for people to start something new. And
Yeah,
which has been coming from through various sources. There's a
yeah.
competition. There's a lot of competition in this field as well.
There is crazy competition. Like especially in lockdown, like I've seen like people, because they have a lot of time now, because they are working from home, and since they have a lot of time, the travel time is saved. All of them who some point of time wanted to be a dancer are now creating their own work, are now choreographing, are now taking classes also, are now creating a lot of content. And because social media has its own benefits, a lot of them are now like now trying to switch also careers. Like I know like two people who stopped what they were doing and now choose career as a dance, and it's very nice to see that also. Uh, but as it says, everyone has their own uniqueness and talent. So there is a plenty of audience out there. There are plenty of teachers, so it's always going to be there.
Absolutely.
So it's
So,
great.
tell me something, Vinayak. What does
Yeah.
dance mean to you?
What does dance mean to me? So back then when I started, like when I started dancing, it was always like a fun activity. It's something that I always wanted to dance. It's something that I'm very inspired by Bollywood. Like I seen Bollywood performances and the reality shows that keep happening. So I always want to dance on a particular song in a particular way. I always wanted to just like win a competition. That's why I was dancing. Then when I started training, it was a very different experience altogether, because it was just not dance. It was just not training. It was a lot more with your body. How is your body functioning? How is your body moving? So it's a very different. How do you particularly move your body? It was a very different perspective that classes gave, like my training period gave me. After that, when I started making content for YouTube and Instagram, there was a all like very different phase of life. Like I was just creating content because ये video डालना है, ये trending गाने पे dance करनी है. You have to create this kind of video and all that. And then now it's a different phase altogether. Now there is a whole storytelling happening. every choreography, every step has a meaning to it. There is a research that, like, first I never removed time and did a research on the song. Now I'm doing a research on the song. Who is written the song? Why it is written in this way? Why, what, how it is making sense? And what are the actual meaning of the song? How can we perceive the song in a different perspective? Uh, and now it's a storytelling for me. Now it's like, now at this point of time in my life, it's clearly storytelling. I'm not caring if it's a popular song or not. It doesn't like, is does it will it appeal the audience or not? Will I get students or not? There's no nothing like that. No, it's just straight away thinking of a song which really connects with me somewhere, like somewhere I can tell a story of myself. And it's easy to convey then, it's easy to perform then.
Yeah.
So
So
right now dance
is
for
it
me
a
is this.
pressure that Instagram content and YouTube content, it's a 24 hours job. So do you feel any pressure?
There is a lot of pressure. There is crazy pressure because when I started, I had two friends who were helping me. Now that friends turn out to be a team member, and then a team member turn out to be a group of 10, 15 people who are working towards it, right? So then there is a lot of pressure. Are you making enough money? Are you reaching out to enough audience? Are you uh, are you giving some value to the team and the people who are watching your content? So everything, every day that I get up is thinking, "Okay, what will my day look like first, and how much I'm giving out, like how much adding value to people's life." So there is a lot of responsibility. Like every time I choose a song also now, I'm very responsible. Is this song going to make sense? Is this song not going to hurt someone's sentiment? Does my step, like who is coming to my class? So there is who's going to learn this choreography, because once you put it on social media, everyone learns it, right?
Yeah.
So other small kids, what how they will look at this, because there are kids who are following me. There are men who are following me, there are females who are following me, there are very different age groups that are following me. So there is a lot of responsibility that is running behind the mind. Sometimes I don't really think about it, but sometimes I think, as a citizen who is learning what, is very important.
Yeah.
So there is lot of pressure, crazy pressure. Like besides the competition wala part, वो तो मैं बोलूँ ना तो अच्छा ही है, because there is so much of
Yeah,
competition.
there's
There
so
is
much.
so much of
Especially in this
competition.
dance field, there's so much people
Yeah, yes, but I told you,
going
right?
down.
Because like every day I get up, like I have literally like on notifications of different people from different field, because I don't want to just see that, because it's kind of like irritates you. So
Yeah.
I go to like fitness trainers, I watch a lot of science fiction videos, I watch a lot of animal videos, I have on notifications of them. So Instagram or Facebook or YouTube just show me that content and no dance, because then when I see people dancing, I see, oh shit, what I'm doing with my life. Oh god, my god, people are creating every day one video. I have not created video for a month. What I'm doing? So it's kind of pressure which I don't want it. So it's better
Uh,
to like watch content which is not related to dance.
okay. So tell me, what dance form are you trained in and which is your favorite one?
So it's very funny
Right.
because when I started training, I was very much like as a child, I was very much influenced towards the Western culture. So somewhere or the other, I like Bollywood, I liked Indian dance form, but because I know Indian dance form take years, like it doesn't happen like in 6 months or 7 months of training or a year of training. It takes years and years of training. At the age of 21, when I lost my dad a year before, I had a very financial crisis happening at my place. I still decided to take a career into dance. So I had to be, I know that I have only 1 year in my hand to make something out of it and earn decent amount of money and then go ahead. So I decided to get trained in a school called Future School of Performing Arts. Wonderful school. They trained me into ballet, jazz. They had a program called Professional Training Program where they trained me into jazz, contemporary, hip hop, ballet, and yoga. That was their whole thing. After getting trained in that dance form for a year, my entire choreography was only related to jazz, only related to contemporary. I used to do all these dance forms on Bollywood songs because that's how you can reach out to maximum audience. Because
Yeah.
people does not, yeah, because there's a very less crowd who listen to English music or listen to all the English music. You only listen to one Despacito or one Senorita, but you don't listen to the entire album that comes with it, right? So it's
Yeah.
very difficult to then get audience. Then very lucky that I am that I got in touch with Team Nach. They wanted a member to help them for Sangeet, and then I started training under them. And then I got to know, oh wow, Bollywood. What is this? Why I'm missing? And as a child, because I've been doing college festivals and everything, I should dance Bollywood. It's like, where is this Bollywood gone of my body?
Yeah.
Then after training for a year, after working for a year with Team Nach, I realized ki, oh, Bollywood is also my thing. And like the mentors that I had in my previous dance school and with Team Nach, both of them. So Nicole really pushed me to start my YouTube channel because they told me once you start performing in front of camera or once you start recording yourself, it really helps you to know how much you're growing, how your graph is growing. And Team Nach really helped me to come learn to love this new dance form called Bollywood. And Nicole, one day, she was teaching a semi classical routine. She told me, your classical is also very good. I'm like, what is classical? Isn't this Bollywood? She told me, no, this is semi classical. This is Indian, and that is Bollywood. They're two different things. When a classical form is used, is the base of your choreography, that becomes semi classical. It's like, ye kya hota hai? Then I started researching about it,
Yeah.
and I did one choreography which I was very bad at. Like I made a YouTube video out of it. Like I was like, oh god. Then after 7 months of doing regular class with them, doing a lot of workshops with them, I came up with a choreography called Mitwa, which was a semi-classical choreography, which overnight changed my life. Like overnight, no, actually, in 2 hours changed my life. And then I now my favorite dance form is actually semi-classical, like from ballet to hip hop to jazz. Like I do love them. I do make choreographies out of all of them, but I feel now, like this present time of my life, I'm towards like my body. Like when I get up, if I listen to a song, my hands automatically start doing all this instead of doing all this. So I think so now I am now in this. I see again, time change, things change. So right now, semi-classical is my thing. Like I'm in love with semi-classical, especially the form which has Kathak in it. I am in love with it.
Semi-classical. I have seen your videos with Team Nach, with Nicole, and you were great. Like I was like fan
Thanks.
of yours at the very moment
Thanks.
when I watched you dance on the screen. Like,
Yeah.
and this is something really very good, and it's a lot of competition, but you have to do it with such confidence, and you have to present yourself every
Yeah,
day.
I agree. I agree. I agree. I also believe, because as a child, I started teaching like on the earlier stage. Like I started teaching in my school for free. Then I did in college, and I did a lot of Sangeet that really helped me to become a better choreographer than a dancer. Dancer only happened because of Team Dance. They really pushed me in every class and everything. And I was so lucky that I got to perform with my mentor, Nicole, who told me the difference of semi-classic and Bollywood. And our video, like from that video, everyone started looking up to me for semi-classical workshops.
Yeah.
They started waiting for my, like when I'm teaching a semi, and it takes me time. Like it doesn't happen overnight. It takes me, it takes me at least, like if I decide a song to listen, like right now, it takes me like a 2 to 3 to maximum a week to choreograph a semi-classical song. But back then when I started doing it used to take me like months, 1 month, one semi-classical song. That's all I used to do. And then 1 month of research of steps, and because I'm not trained in classical at all, like I do not know jack shit about like when I come, people come to my workshop, tell them also, okay, please do not tell them this is Kathak that you have learned here. Just tell them you have learned a choreography and you've gone home.
Yeah.
Uh, so because but it takes a time,
So
but
that
now
was
it's
my
getting
next
better.
question. That was going to be my next question. That how long does it take to you to choreograph a dance? Well, that
So
was
as I told you, right,
yeah.
if it's a hip hop choreography or jazz choreography, usually we have to create content every week, right? So it takes me a week to choreograph a song. Bollywood also, but semi-classical takes a time because there is a lot of expectation from people. I and every time because semi-classical, because I have not exposed to the whole syllabus of Kathak or a syllabus of any classical dance form. I have a very like limited steps with me. This is what I've learned in workshop. This is what I've learned here and there. What I've seen here and there. So then every time to come up with a choreography and has to be different from the previous one. takes a lot of time. So like semi-classical usually takes like a week matlab every day to choreograph at least for an hour. And I never choreograph the entire song in one chunk. I cannot do it because I realize ki after one point it starts getting repetitive. So
Yeah.
every song it takes 2 days to choreograph. But semi-classical specifically, like I choreograph on day one. Day two, I don't do anything. I just listen to the song. Day three, again I choreograph and I forget what I had choreographed for the day one. Then again there is an improvisation that happens, and then again day three there is nothing happening. Day four, I finish the choreography. Day five and six, I repeatedly keep making videos and send it to people and ask them how is it looking? Is it looking clean? Is it something repetitive? And have a set of like 5 6 people who tell me when actually this step was there in that choreography, this step was there in this choreography. Can you change this step? This mein emotion nahi hai. And then I create something, and then while we are shooting, because of the lights, because of the camera movement, steps again changes. So the final product only happen once the video is shot. Correct. So yeah,
Got it.
because in the camera, certain step doesn't look good, right?
Yeah.
If I do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, if this is a step,
Mm.
if it originally was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, tuck tuck boom, and but it's too much of hands happening. It's not very clear. So then I had to cut out 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then it's very clear. So then camera plays a very important role at the end of the step to
Yeah.
like finalize the choreography, how it's going to look.
Yeah. So, what's your favorite choreography from your stable, from your collection that you've done till now?
I have created so many. Like for a first year of my videos, I created 56 videos. Second year, I created 63 videos.
Wow.
This year I have not counted, but I think so. It's going to cross again at least 40 videos. Because of lockdown, I didn't create it a lot. So every week we create one video. So it's very difficult to say, but like three videos if I have to pick up are my really good videos. One is obviously it has to be Mitwa. It is always going to be the special movement. It's also my story of quitting a job and taking a career as a dance. Second, I really like Manmohini. I uh, I really feel that like dancing from someone from international dancer I'd collaborated with, and creating a choreography which has Broadway and semi-classical in it was one of my dreams to do it, and a storytelling obviously. So it
Yeah.
kind of added to it. And second is there's a lot of Bollywood choreographies, but one thing that I really like is this called choreography called Chunari Chunari. We have recently shot it, but there's a video already because it was shot in a class. I really feel that like out and out that choreography has come out very good. Correct.
But I'm also into, pop Hollywood mostly. I barely listen to Bollywood, but there's
Yeah.
one dance of yours in Saudebazi, with Team Nash, and that was so beautiful. And that is
Yeah.
that's the song that
That was a very random. I remember the story also of it. Like I was sitting, and Sonal, you like I and Sonal are very like we are like brother sister. Like I'm a small brother, and she keeps like asking me what to do. I ask her what to do, what wrong. So she randomly asked me, "Can you suggest me a song for Reel?" Then I just sang the first two lyrics of that song. She have never heard that song.
oh
Okay, half the audience of India have never heard that song. So what is
yeah.
this song? And I'm a very like a bad I'm a bad singer. Like I suck at my voice. Then she told me this sounds very good. I was like my voice or the lyrics, and she said the lyrics. And I made her hear the song, and then I told her let's do a prop thing because it's really fun. Uh, it's one of the reels that took like a 2 hours to shoot. Like 30 seconds choreography took 2 hours to shoot because of the prop.
Yeah.
And also because Sonal is very particular about her video. That's what I have learned from them. Like both of them, Sonal Nico, they're very particular about it. There has to be like you take the entire day, you take 12 hours of shoot, but make sure that your product come out good because you don't need to regret once the video is shot. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
So tell me something that do you think every aspiring dancer should have a classical background?
yes. Why I will tell you. So any form of training is a great thing because training really make you what you are, and it kind of really mold your body and everything. Reason I'm only saying classical, whether it be ballet, whether it be jazz, whether it be Indian classical dance form, because it doesn't happen in 1 year. It doesn't happen after 6 months of your training. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. So your body to perform in a particular way or to emote in a particular way takes a lot of time. So your body just not learn the steps and the choreography, but also mold it in a way. So any classical form training, at least I don't have that much amount of time in life, so I couldn't train. But if your family is really pushing you, and if you really belong to a good family and they really want you to pursue art, go for any classical dance from Indian or Western, uh, and make sure that you learn that one particular dance form at least for 4 to 5 years from one particular teacher, so
Yeah.
that it changes your body completely. To at least you can become, when you perform it comes out very naturally. Okay, it will not be forceful. Like for me, uh, अभी तक कथक करने तक भी some movement are not very clear, because again, right, what there's no training at all.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that if I could have trained for like at least 2 to 3 years, could have at least got me that movement karke, because I've seen kids performing with me who have a classical training background at the age of whatever, when they started at the age of 5 and 6, mom had put them into classes, and they have learned for like what, till they were in 10th standard, because 10th standard 9th standard तक तुम इंडिया में पढ़ते हो and 10th standard में बोर्ड आता है. So then
Yeah.
सब जो भी extra curricular activity is gone from your life. So like till that time also they have learned, whenever they perform it's still there in their body, like it's naturally so graceful and beautiful that no one can take from you. So any form of classical background, at least 3 to 4 years minimum is required, uh, to mold your body in a particular way, or at least any dance form. One, if you learn, it kind of really helps you to then grasp into
So you
others.
think that, classical dancing is something that gives you a finishing of a dancer. It makes you a total
uh,
and complete dancer.
yeah, so it does make you a great dancer. More than that, what happens, right, your body performs in a particular way.
Yeah.
Every time you go and learn a choreography, your body is very confused कि अरे आज तो हिप हॉप सीखा, अरे कल तो बैले सीखा, अरे आज तो ये सीखा. So himself, the muscles are not ready to understand what's happening, right? It's a lot of like your muscles start developing because of a particular dance form. So if you see Bharatnatyam dance form, because they are always their knees are always bent and they always have a certain kind of posture, so their quads muscle and their glute muscles are bigger, because they're developed with the time, because they're always like that. So all that develop, the body structure start becoming like that. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you perform it look gracefully, that is very important. Okay.
So tell me something, that is it better to focus on a particular style of dance and take classes mainly in that style and audition for that style? Or is it better to try to be a versatile and take classes in various styles and audition for a variety?
See, I'm versatile dancer, like because I was lucky that I got a 1 year training at least in
Yeah.
all kind of dance form, and I have a gist of all of them. Okay, but what happened is, when you train into one particular dance form uh, thoroughly, with lot of like really good training and everything, that really helps you to for a longer run. You have lot of things in your jola. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you can, if you know how to market yourself and things, that will really help you. But if you are doing different kind of dance style, you cannot do the same thing again. So if I'm doing hip hop today, every time I do hip hop it should look a new dance form. Correct.
Yeah.
So see, both are good and both has their flaws and good things about them. But the only problem is ki lot of dancers or lot of choreographer are not an entrepreneur, so they don't know how to sell themselves. So one thing is important, whether you learn a one particular dance form, whether you learn 10 particular dance form, if you're not an entrepreneur, or if you're not working under a company who know how to work as a company, and then sell your products, which is your dancing, which is your content, that will really help you to become what you are. So whether you have trained into one, if you know how to market yourself, if you know what is selling, if you know how to do it, great. You're a great entrepreneur, skills you have. But if you don't know, whether you be a crazy person, one ballet crazy dancer, or whether you be a you know 10 to 15 dance styles and you're killing it at all, you will still not get where you want to get, because you know it's a process. Everything is together. So either you get into a company who can really make you what you are, or either you just be a like a self entrepreneur, like you learn with things and then you make it out of it.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right.
So
So
no.
guys, we're going to play a little bit of rapid fire now.
Oh god,
Okay, are you excited?
I'm very bad at it, very bad at it.
Okay, it's going to be rapid, so you have to come up with the answers really, very
i
fast.
will i will i will
All
quickly.
right. Okay. So your favorite male and female dancers.
My favorite male dancer is, I think so. I really like. There's a teacher called, what is this? Wow, I forgot my teacher's name. Great. So there is a teacher called. I'm very bad at it. Wow. Wait, I'll tell you his name. I know his name. Akshat sir. So he's my jazz instructor.
Uh,
He's one of the very, very, very good dancer in Mumbai. And the other female dancer that I'm really fond of is Avantika. She's my again contemporary teacher. There's a very different perspective of dance that show it to me. So they are my favorite male and female dancers.
okay, your favorite song to dance on.
Favorite song to dance on. Currently, I'm dancing. Like favorite dance song is Mitra. I can dance any day, every time.
That's
Yeah,
your go-to song now.
that's my. So my go-to song, like if I want to do it on my wedding or anywhere like a function, is Dilli Wali Girlfriend, because I
Oh,
really enjoy that song. But because now I'm very fond of semi-classical, Mitwa is something that clicks immediately to me.
yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. So your hardest step to master. Always wanted to master this
There's
step.
something called step ball change. It
Uh,
like it's a step ball change and you step forward. It's crazy. It took me like, so when I learned it for the first time, I couldn't get how did people do it, and I couldn't understand. So every time I was standing anywhere, like when I was talking to my friends, whether I was cooking at home, whether I was like standing and just chilling, I was always trying it. It took me 1 week, and next week I had a performance with that one particular step which I didn't get. Then I did it. And as a child, I couldn't do the forward, the forward as a tumble that you do. I
yeah.
couldn't do it for the entire. Like, it always hurt my head. So that is one thing I'm very scared of.
Okay. Your memory of your first dance performance.
A memory of my first dance performance. I remember I danced on Ayore Marudho. That is what I did in my school,
Yeah, that's a powerful
and
song.
and my and my partner just couldn't remember a step. So I had learned her steps also. So every time she used to forget, I used to tell her कि ये step है, ऐसे करो, करके. So
So thoughtful. So that was all for the rapid fire. Now I'm going to ask you the last
very
question.
bad at it.
So,
Yes.
what are the right steps to take dance as a career, and how should one go about it?
First thing, you have to be very, very, whoever is listening this, you have to be very firm that you want to make a career out of it, and give yourself a time, because time is very important. If you're like, okay, इसको मैं dance career banana है, and then you're chilling for 2 years, it will not happen. Give yourself a time, say that कि 6 months I have, and I have to do something out of it. Second, second step, which is like the major step is training. If you haven't trained in any dance form, if you haven't like learn, like come back. If you have trained for 10 years also and left dancing, again come and learn, because there is always there you have to be what people are doing, right? You need to know what's happening around. So you have to again come back and start training yourself. With training, something that I tell always, like this is how my journey was. Fixed income. There should be some kind of fixed income coming every month,
Yeah,
whether it be ₹1,000, whether it be a 2,000, whether it be three, whether it be 500. At least that you know by the end of the month, this 500 I have, and I know I'm going to calculate my expenses. Yeah,
yeah,
it has to come and it has to be constant. For me, it started with ₹3,000 constant month. Now currently, like the constant beside my Natya social salary, I still work for an international school as a visiting faculty, and I still earn 35 from there. So that's my from 3 to 35 in 4 years. It's been a hell lot of journey, but constant money has to be there. Like because workshops can fluctuate. But
yeah,
some day I have 500 students, one day I have three people, and that will keep happening. So
yeah,
somewhere constant money has to come, and the constant money has to come only to whatever profession you're doing. So if you're a singer, constant money has to come from singing. If
yeah,
you're a dancer, constant money has to come from dancer. Don't do two things at one time, because I believe I should, like that should have to happen. If I have left my job, if I've left something, and there is an ex person who's doing his job, is very settled in life, but also doing dancing. I think I think the nature also gave opportunity to the person who has left everything and devoted him or himself to the career that they want to choose.
Yeah.
So make sure that you always do something that, because it's going to help you only to build your career. You cannot do engineering and then do engineering job and then do dancing and then expect your dancing career to bloom so that you can leave engineering. No, that's not going to
You need to be
happen. You
focused
have
on
to,
one thing.
yeah, one thing, be focused at one thing and find a job. Earn 500, it's fine. With the time, it will get you there where you want to reach. But find a same job because it will give you knowledge. Because I had taught to kids, that gave me a job in international school. If I could have done something, some different job in like 2 to 3 hours of job in the morning, I could have never got a job in international school because I've trained for a year for kids. They knew that my training skills were very good with kids, so they hired me like immediately. They didn't took time or say, okay, he's good, let hire him. That is one thing. Second thing is never give up. I had stood. There were three teachers in one class, and there was only one student. I never canceled my class. Never. I had in lockdown phase when I started teaching recently now. I had like 200 students, 250 students. Then there was one class in some weekend. I had only three people in the class. I didn't cancel it. Never cancel it because the impact that you're going to give to that three people are going to help you to reach out to 300. So never see the number and decide कि यार छोड़ दे इसमें क्या फायदा होगा, or never see that कि let me just cancel it, because time circle is going to change. You're going to reach at 300 and you're going to come to 3 and again you're going to reach at 300. But if you don't hit that 3, you will never reach at 300.
Yeah.
So make that cycle always work.
That
This
constant
is what I
cycle.
have learned from my teachers. I have got from my teachers, all the teachers, like from my FSPA to Team Natch. So that's what you have to remember.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Vinayak. That will be.
Yay! Welcome. I hope this was
So,
fun.
if you guys would like to know more about Vinayak and his dancing career, stay tuned with Teen Pop Magazine. Thank you.
Yay! Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Stay safe.
Stay. You too, please.